Alright. Good evening and welcome everyone to today's edition of Smash Masters number 66, presented to you by the Outer Limits. I'm your host, Budkick. Before we get started, I would like to issue an apology for last week's technical difficulties. We had issues with the mic, but we got that fixed and we are back to you live today. First set on stream is going to be Dr. Insano versus Coleslaw. We'll get the stage selection underway here shortly. We'll get match 1 underway for you guys. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Thanks to anyone that's tuning in on this stream. And as a reminder, today is our weekly edition of Smash. We host Smash tournaments weekly as well as FGC tournaments on Thursday nights starting at 8 o'clock. And then games on Thursday nights are Street Fighter 6, 2XKL, and Tekken 8. So if you know anybody that plays those games, please feel free to come on out. Really solid community as with the Smash community that we have here. Would love to see you out here for a weekly tournament. Should be bringing back the King of the Ring tournaments on every second Saturday, I believe. Song selection taking place now. Alright, and the first stage selection for this set is going to be Small Battlefield. This is going to be Dr. Insano versus Coleslaw. With Dr. Insano on King K. Rool and Coleslaw on Shoal. Both of them starting on neutral. Dr. Insano's looking for a cannonball, doesn't get it. Coleslaw blocks. Coleslaw looking to start some offense of his own. Nice deflection by Insano there to knock Coleslaw up for a little bit of damage. Coleslaw taking the fight to Insano now, looking to knock him off the side of the stage. Unable to do so thus far. Insano goes for a grab, misses the grab. Insano swipes Coleslaw off the stage. But Coleslaw gets the better of the offensive exchange after he recovers back on stage and knocks Insano up and out to take him down to 2 stocks. Insano is looking to return the favor. Coleslaw is just looking to stay alive. Insano spikes Coleslaw and uppercuts him out of nowhere, and Coleslaw is down to 2 stocks, and this game has gone dead even. But Coleslaw does hold damage advantage, at least for the time being. Insano looking to go on the attack. Coleslaw is not going to go away quietly though, but Insano giving a chase here. Insano looking to do damage to Coleslaw, knock him off the stage to go to 1 stock, but Coleslaw looking to do the exact same thing. Nice throw there by Insano. Coleslaw unable to recover. Coleslaw gets taken down to 1 stock. Coleslaw returns the favor upon a respawn and slashes Insano out of nowhere, and Insano goes flying, and Insano goes down to 1 stock. We'll take this last stock and win this first match. Will it be Coleslaw or will it be Dr. Insano? Insano looking pretty formidable right now, but Coleslaw keeping the damage on and staying in this fight. We'll see what both of these guys have in store for each other. K. Rool looks to throw his crown, doesn't get it. K. Rool spikes Coleslaw. Coleslaw almost goes flying off the opposite end of the stage, able to recover there. King K. Rool with a knock on Coleslaw again, but Coleslaw sends him flying, and Coleslaw deflects Insano's cannon and looks to throw his crown right back at King K. Rool. King K. Rool with the throw and with the spike. Coleslaw is able to recover, able to get back on stage. Looking to knock Insano out and keep him out now. He's finally able to do so. One slash and that's all she wrote.
This is a good result.
Coleslaw stays alive at 138% damage and finishes Dr. Insano off to take match 1. Match 2 is now underway. I do believe this is a best of 5 series tonight. And I also think it's round robin because we don't quite have enough contestants. So again, if you guys are interested in participating in a weekly Smash tournament, we do have those on Monday nights starting at 7 o'clock. Sign-ups are in Start GG. Game 2 is underway. Insano switches from King K. Rool to Sephiroth. We'll see what Sephiroth has in store for Coleslaw's Shoal. And I must admit, Coleslaw's gotten a lot better the more he's come to these tournaments, and that's why it's highly encouraged to come to these tournaments as you get to play people of all different skill levels and develop your own. What a combo with Coleslaw there. The spike into the up slash knocks Insano out to take him down to 2 stocks. Insano on the fence, Insano looking for some offense and looking for an attack. But Coleslaw's not letting up, and Coleslaw's just dodging Insano right now. Trying to come up with a game plan. Uh-oh, Insano has Coleslaw's number, it looks like. Coleslaw able to recover and able to get back on stage. Coleslaw trying to figure out what to do here. Knocks Insano off the stage. Insano's able to recover. Coleslaw with a speed slash now. Looking to take the fight to Insano. Insano jumps over Coleslaw. What a jump by Insano there. Insano looking to take Coleslaw down to 2 stocks. What happened here? Coleslaw gets slashed. Coleslaw recovers to the side of the stage. Able to work himself back up to middle. Tries to attack Insano. Insano blocks those attacks. What a fireball spawn from Insano to knock Coleslaw up and out to take him down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw looking to go right back on the attack and pick that right back up where he left off. And what a block by Coleslaw there. Sweet play. Coleslaw with a jump slash. Goes with a buster slash. We'll see if we can make use of it here. Insano's just trying to dodge Coleslaw right now. He's trying to come up with some offense. Insano's attack gets blocked and deflected, and Coleslaw is able to come up with some offense of his own to take Dr. Insano down to 1 stock. What is going on here? Insano trying to look for some attacks on Coleslaw. Coleslaw's not letting that happen. Coleslaw blocks Insano slashes. Insano's on... Oh my good. What a deflection by Coleslaw there. Insano was going for the finish to take Coleslaw down to 1 stock, but Coleslaw wasn't going to let that happen quietly. Now Insano responds on top of the stage. Makes a recovery, able to work himself back up to mid. Coleslaw doing some ledge guarding against Insano right now. That's kind of smart. Uh-oh, Coleslaw almost made a mistake and almost launched himself off the stage. The spike from Insano misses, and Coleslaw takes this series 2-0. Coleslaw's Shulk looking absolutely formidable here. We're staying on small battlefield for game 3. If Coleslaw wins this one, he wins this set. Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1.
Dr. Insano pulls out his Steve. We'll see what he's able to do against Coleslaw's Schultz. Dr. Insano looking to build. Dr. Insano looking for some attacks. Coleslaw's hot on his heels. Coleslaw with some physicality of his own. Able to grab Insano, able to down spike Dr. Insano, but Insano's coming right back into this and launching an attack of his own. Insano has the damage advantage. Not for long though if Coleslaw keeps this onslaught up. Oh, drops the anvil, no anvil found. Dr. Very wise dodge by Coleslaw there. Dodges a minecart at least briefly. Insano looks to go mining, unable to find anything there. Spawns another cart. Coleslaw very wisely jumps out of the way of that minecart. Coleslaw slashes Dr. Insano, unable to get anything off of that one. Does it again, comes back with the same mentality. What a spike by Coleslaw there to take Dr. Insano down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw sitting on 103% damage, so does have to be careful here. One smash from Insano could do him in and take him down to 2 stocks. Watch the dynamite there, Coleslaw. Coleslaw is able to avoid the dynamite, is able to avoid the minecart. Able to block that anvil drop by Insano. Insano is looking absolutely lost here in match 3. What could possibly be his last match if he doesn't win? Insano with the anvil drop, nails it that time. Insano with the up spike and up grab is able to finally take Coleslaw down to 2 stocks. Insano's teetering at 69% damage on his very last stock, but Insano has diamond weapons now, so he could do a pretty decent amount of damage here. Spawns a block. Coleslaw gets knocked around a bit. Coleslaw gets slashed a bit. Coleslaw able to work himself back up the stage, but slashes right into Dr. Insano's dynamite and blows up and goes down to 1 stock. This is now a 1 stock match. Insano holding on for dear life, looking to get the win here and at least force a game 4. Coleslaw looking to call set. Able to counter there and get back on stage and grab onto the ledge. Insano looking to do the same thing. Insano block grabs him and almost knocks Coleslaw to take him up and out there. Wow, Insano still has 1 stock left. Insano may win this one and force a game 4. Insano with the down spike to force a game 4. We will have a game 4 as Coleslaw still leads the series 2-1. I thought Insano was out. Turns out he had 2 stocks instead of 1. Very, very good job by Insano there. Staying on small battlefield for battle number 4. Well, if Dr. Insano stays on Steve, this match could go. This series could go all 5 matches. See what happens here. Coleslaw looking for to get the offense going, but it is Insano who gets it started. Damages Coleslaw a bit. Is running roughshod over Coleslaw right now. Coleslaw has to get something figured out as he's already taken 77% damage. Looking to get back into this fight is Coleslaw, but Insano's not letting up with the attacks. Coleslaw slashes. Uh-oh, that may hurt Coleslaw. He just slashed right into Dr. Insano's dynamite block. Dr. Insano spawns 2 more blocks. Dr. Insano's mining for diamond. Dr. Insano with a minecart spawn, but Coleslaw able to get out of the way of that. Can't get out of the way of that one, though. Insano runs Coleslaw over with a minecart, and Coleslaw goes down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw fights off that minecart, fights off Insano's supply box, so it looks like Insano won't be able to spawn a diamond weapon for a while. Insano prevents Coleslaw from damaging another supply box. Coleslaw going to damage the box anyway, but Insano's hot on his heels. Coleslaw's out 124 damage, 125. Coleslaw has to be careful here. Insano's looking to finish him off, spawns a lava block. Coleslaw goes into it and gets taken up and out to go down to 1 stock. Can Coleslaw come back here? Uh-oh, Insano has diamond weapons now. What will Insano be able to make out of it? Insano continuing the offense. Insano up spikes Coleslaw, unable to get anything out of that. Hits Coleslaw in a minecart and uppercuts Coleslaw again. Coleslaw is able to recover, but Coleslaw can't recover the follow-up slash by Dr. Insano, and Dr. Insano has tied this series up 2 games apiece. It'll be interesting to see if go to Hall of Bastion for game 5 of this set. Dr. Insano will stay on Steve. and Coleslaw will stay on choke.
3, 2, 1.
I gotta say, this Alex skin for Steve looks pretty nice though. Coleslaw looks to get the offense going early. When Zeno able to counter right back with some offense of his own. Zeno taking the fight to Coleslaw right now, and he's only on bronze weapons. Brock spawns against Coleslaw, and Coleslaw gets taken out down to 2 stocks. What a strategy by Insano there to spawn blocks right at the ledge so Coleslaw can't recover. A pretty smart play by Insano there. But Coleslaw looking to take the fight right back to Insano. Insano at 78% damage. Will Insano go down to 2 stocks here? Coleslaw with his dump slash activated. We'll see what he makes out of that. Gets off the stage. Able to get back onto the stage and recover. Coleslaw block. Insano block spawns. Insano spawns an anvil. Coleslaw has to watch that dynamite to make sure it doesn't blow up on him again. Insano drops another anvil on Coleslaw, is able to get that. Coleslaw air slashes back onto the stage, but Insano blocks that attack. Coleslaw slashes Insano again. Insano spawns an anvil. Insano's able to recover. Coleslaw is ledge guarding. Coleslaw almost slashed Insano and took him down to 2 stocks there. But Insano's taking their offense right back to Coleslaw. Coleslaw with an air slash. Coleslaw slashes one of Insano's blocks. Insano spawns a lava block, but Coleslaw doesn't fall for it that time. Coleslaw swipes Insano. Insano goes down to 2 stocks. Insano gets his lava block that time and takes Coleslaw down to 1 stock. Coleslaw has a speed slash he can use. Coleslaw with a shield slash. That could be pretty. That could come in handy. Coleslaw with his buster slash now. But Insano looking to take the fight right back to Coleslaw, but Coleslaw not letting that happen. Coleslaw with a smash slash. Here we go. Coleslaw could do some serious damage with that, and he does. Slashes Insano, and Insano goes up and out to go down to 1 stock. This is a 1 stock match on game 5. Whoever wins this match will win this set. Will it be Coleslaw or will it be Dr. Insano? Insano just spawned his minecart right into a block that he built. That wasn't very wise on Insano, but we'll see what happens here. Insano spawns another minecart. Spawns 2 more blocks. Works his way back to stage. Throws Coleslaw into a block and slashes him. And just like that, Insano comes back down from 2-0 to take this set away from Coleslaw. The next set on stream will be Dax FC against Coleslaw. Very good job by both of these competitors there, and congratulations to Dr. Insano on winning that set. We'll see what happens during this Dax FC and Coleslaw match. Dax FC usually plays Wolf, so we'll see if he deviates off of Wolf or if he stays on it. It's always nice to see returning players come to Smash tournaments. I think we had more college kids last week because kids were out of school for Thanksgiving. But in any event, if you guys know of anybody who plays Smash or you yourself play Smash, you're always welcome to come check us out at the Outer Limits on Monday nights. Tournament starts at 7. Signups are always on start.gg. There are prizes involved, so if that motivates any of you guys. And just a heads up, the more people that participate, the bigger that prize pot is. So you can't win if you don't play. Alright, Coleslaw may be looking to go to a Mii fighter here. Let's see. What does Coleslaw pick? Ooh. Dax FZ locks in Wolf. Coleslaw locks in with Schultz. And just like that, match 1 is underway. Dax FZ shoots a laser, is able to find his laser. Coleslaw with his Buster Slash up, unable to get use of it thus far. Dax FZ doing pretty good to not take that much damage right now. We'll see what happens here. Coleslaw's at 96% damage. Coleslaw's at 105% damage. Oh no, Coleslaw can't recover and Coleslaw goes down to 2 stocks. Spawns and immediately goes for his Speed Slash. Deflects the attack by Dax FZ there. And ledge guards, Dax FZ unable to recover and Dax FZ goes down to 2 stocks. It will be first to go down to 1 stock here. FZ with the offense, but Coleslaw looking to respond with some offense of his own. FZ shoots 2 lasers, misses both of those shots. Very good by Coleslaw to dodge those laser shots by FZ. Oh, ray gun again by FZ finds his target. Knocks Coleslaw off stage. Decides not to chase and stay on stage. Goes for a strong attack, unable to find it. Coleslaw with the offense of his own. FZ spin kicks Coleslaw, shoots a ray gun into him. Coleslaw is able to up slash and recover back on stage. But no to an avail as FZ's waiting for him and FZ up kicks him into an absolute oblivion to take Coleslaw down to 1 stock. Coleslaw could lose game 1 if he's not careful here. FZ looking pretty formidable. FZ already at 63% health and damage on 2 stocks. FZ goes for an attack. Coleslaw counters. Coleslaw recovers first. FZ follows with a slash. FZ follows with a ray gun. FZ has to recover back on stage. FZ is able to. FZ looking to work his way to center stage. Avoids a slash by Coleslaw there. What a dodge by FZ. FZ was back on offense. Coleslaw with the up slash. Uh-oh, Coleslaw's in trouble. Coleslaw has to recover. Coleslaw does. FZ is able to recover. What incredible recovery by both of those players. FZ is looking to take the fight to Coleslaw. Shoots a ray gun, gets it. Coleslaw looks for the air slash to recover. Unable to get that. Dax FZ takes game 1 with Wolf. Stage 2 for match 2, we will be going to regular battlefield.
Stop battle.
Coleslaw stays on choke. Dax might go to Wolf. Dax does go to Wolf. Match 2 is underway on battlefield.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Coleslaw going for the beach trunk look. I think Coleslaw's done playing around here. But FZ with the offense early. Coleslaw's able to find some of his own and attack FZ and knock him around a little bit. Very nice comeback by Coleslaw. No to an avail there. FZ swipes Coleslaw. Takes Coleslaw up to 91% damage. Coleslaw's teetering on the edge right now. Coleslaw has to recover and does. Coleslaw dives off the stage. Slashes Dax FZ. FZ goes down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw at 107% damage though. But so Coleslaw does have to be careful. FZ very wise to ledge guard there to look for an edge attack on Coleslaw. Unable to find it. Coleslaw recovers. Coleslaw works to center stage. Coleslaw goes for a down slash. Unable to find anything there. Dax FC with the up kick, able to find Coleslaw. Almost knocks him up and out. Goes for it again, knocks him up and out there to send Coleslaw down to 2 stocks. FC's at 56% damage on 2 stocks. Oops, spoke too soon. Coleslaw side slashes him, and Dax FZ goes down to 1 stock. Coleslaw looking to even this series up 1 game apiece. Dax FZ looking to prevent that from happening, go up this series 2 games to 0. We will see what happens. Will Coleslaw have an answer for Dax FZ's Wolf here? Looks to be so, but Dax continuing on with the offensive onslaught. Dax with the sidekick, Dax with the ray gun. Coleslaw has to recover and does. Eats a ray gun by Dax FZ though for his troubles. Dax with another kick and almost takes Coleslaw out. Dax with another kick and does take Coleslaw out. Coleslaw has to recover. Coleslaw is able to, but Dax FZ is waiting for him there. Dax FZ with a series of punches and kicks slams Coleslaw down on stage. Both of these players are now down to one stock. It is a matter of who gets the win here and takes their opponent out first. Coleslaw looking to get the offensive advantage. Dax of Z says, nope, not today. I'm not going quietly though. Dax of Z taking the fight to Coleslaw now, but Coleslaw is holding his own against Dax. Dax is at 103% damage. Can Dax hold on and knock Coleslaw out to go to 2-0? Dax is unable to do so. Is one slash from Coleslaw sends Dax of Z up and out. Coleslaw takes game 2 away from Dax. Very solid job by Dax FC there to try to win game 2, but Coleslaw just proved too much for him there. Match 3 is underway.
3, 2,
Coleslaw staying on the beach shield skin. Why not? Gotta win with it last match. Dax FZ stays on Wolf. Coleslaw taking the fight to FZ early. He knows he has to be more physical than FZ is. Takes FZ up to 32. But FZ responds with some offense of his own. Responds with a flurry of kicks. Coleslaw's looking for an up slash, doesn't find it. Dax FZ looks for a grab kick and does find that. Finds his laser, finds another laser. Coleslaw with a deflect there. Very good job by Coleslaw. Dax FZ grabs and kicks Coleslaw a little bit and then throws him, almost knocks him off the side of the stage. Doesn't quite do so yet. Coleslaw knocks Dax FZ off the stage, but Dax FZ responds and hard kicks Coleslaw to knock him off the other end of the stage, but doesn't knock him out yet. Coleslaw and Dax FZ are still very much in this fight. Both of them had to recover there. Both of them did. Coleslaw left guarding, looked for a slash on Dax, but Dax's slash is way quicker than Coleslaw's is. Coleslaw, oh my gosh, Coleslaw goes down to one stock, sacrificing himself to take Dax FC down to 2 stocks. That could be a costly mistake by Coleslaw. We shall see here. Dax with the up kick. Coleslaw is able to recover. Coleslaw recovers on mid-stage. Dax FC looking to chase. Dax FC looking in hot pursuit of Coleslaw here in game 3. We'll see what happens here. Coleslaw blocks a ray gun attack by Dax. Dax goes for it again. Coleslaw up slashes, able to grab onto the ledge of the stage and make a recovery. Dax FZ is hot on Coleslaw's heels. Dax FZ wants the game 3 victory. Dax FC misses the slash, doesn't miss the up kick. Coleslaw is somehow still alive at 157% damage, guys. 161 now. Coleslaw taking the fight to Dax. Dax trying to charge up a kick, doesn't get it. Dax trying to charge up a slash, doesn't get that either. Coleslaw is holding on against Dax right now. Knocks Dax up and out to go down to 1 stock. No to an avail. Pretty valiant effort by Coleslaw, but in the end, Coleslaw falls short to Dax, and Dax goes up 2 games to 1. Game 4 could be a deciding game against these two if Dax FC wins, but if Coleslaw wins, we will be going to a game 5. We will see what happens here. Both of them start neutral. Coleslaw decides to start off with a speed slash. Unable to get much use out of it as Dax is only at 10% damage. Coleslaw's at 29 now with a Buster Slash. Buster Slash is a pretty formidable attack mechanism for Coleslaw. but he has to find it though. Coleslaw to his jump slash. Coleslaw now has higher jump ability, but FC is able to dodge out of the way of all of Coleslaw's attacks. Coleslaw looks for the spike, doesn't get it. Coleslaw almost takes himself out there and goes down to 2 stocks. Dax FC just looking for a way to generate some offense right now against Coleslaw. Dax FC finally down to the bottom of the stage. Greets Coleslaw with a kick. Almost knocks Coleslaw up and out. Chases Coleslaw. Up kicks Coleslaw. Coleslaw slashes, misses Dax. Dax comes back with a hard kick. Almost takes Coleslaw up and out. Coleslaw comes back with a slash. Dax spawns on the opposite side of the stage and is able to recover there. Coleslaw taking the fight to Dax now. Oh my gosh, Dax almost got slashed up and out to take him down to 2 stocks there. Dax with a hard slash and is able to take Coleslaw out. Dax has to be careful. He's sitting at 95% damage. One slash from Coleslaw could take Dax FC down to 2 stocks. FC thinks about stage diving, but just decides to ledge guard and spikes Coleslaw instead. Very good job by Dax there. Very good offensive onslaught by Dax here. Dax is sitting on 100% damage, but looking to take the fight right to Coleslaw. Is able to do so. Kicks Coleslaw in the air and knocks Coleslaw out to take game 4. Very good job by Dax. Next set on stage will be Dr. Insano versus Ancient Red. Both these contestants getting their controller configurations going. Again, this is Dax. Again, this is Dr. Insano versus Ancient Red. Next up on screen. Welcome to any of you guys that are just tuning into this stream. This is Smash Masters number 66, brought to you by The Outer Limits. And I'm your host, Mudkip.
Mithra.
Red's gonna go Fire and Mithra. And it looks like Insano's gonna stick to what's working and go with Steve.
3, 2, 1.
This is absolutely anybody's matchup. Ancient Red looking to get the attack going early, but Insano's not gonna let that happen though. Insano looking to attack Red here. Spawns a block. Has to get the attack going. Red's able to catch up with Insano, and Red's able to launch an attack of his own. Bridges from Pyra to Mithra, unable to keep the damage going. Uh-oh. Insano's at 61% damage. Insano block spawns, tries to connect an attack on Red, but unable to do so. Insano's on the side of the stage. Red gets the upper hand there with the offensive advantage and takes Insano down to 2 stocks in game 1. Insano hits Red with an anvil. Uh-oh, Red almost jumped into Insano's lava block, but doesn't. Insano spawns an anvil. Insano doesn't get anything out of that. Insano spawns a block, but Red's able to go right past that and start attacking the same Insano again. Insano looking for the knockout here. Unable to get anything thus far. Insano spawns a lava block. Unable to get anything out of that either. Red spawns behind Insano. One strong attack from Insano sends Red flying and takes Red down to 2 stocks. This is an even stock match in game 1 between Ancient Red and Dr. Insano. Insano looking to get the better of this offensive exchange against Ancient Red. Ancient Red looking to develop an offensive strategy against Insano. Insano spawns an anvil, doesn't get it. Insano spawns another anvil. Ancient Red blocks that anvil. What a minecart attack by Dr. Insano to take Red down to 1 stock. Insano's building blocks. Red giving chase. Red tries to slash Insano there to knock him off the stage. No to an avail. Insano got the better of that exchange. Red's able to work himself back on the stage. Insano doing a good job of hiding from Red there, at least for a little bit. Is able to spawn a minecart, able to ride that into Dr. Insano. Dr. Insano looked to pick up where he left off. Headbutts into Red, but Red was ready for him and slashes Insano, almost knocking him up and out to take him down to 1 stock. Insano with a fly headbutt. What a response by Red to spawn a flame sword into Dr. Insano to prevent himself from getting headbutted. That was a very good strategy there by Red. Red up throws Insano up. Red can't get anything after that. Red dodges an Insano fishhook and knocks Insano up and out. Insano now has a diamond weapon though. We'll see what happens here against Insano and Ancient Red. Ancient Red's down to 1 stock and at 102% damage. One attack from Insano could do Red in, and Insano could take game 1 just like that. Insano able to work himself back onto the side of the stage, but Red was waiting for him there. Red almost knocked Insano up and out to take him out, but Insano's able to recover, knocks Red up, and Red's not out yet. Red has to come up with something here. Insano looks for a fishhook, doesn't get it, tries to jump up, but jumps right into an Insano lava block, and Insano takes game 1 away from Red. They go up 1-0 in this set. Game 2 will take place at Town and City.
Stop battle. Mithra.
Ancient Red going back on Pyra and Mithra.
Steve.
And Dr. Insano going back on Steve.
3, 2, 1, go!
Both of them start neutral. Insano looking to spawn some blocks, is able to do so. Builds 2 blocks. Gets a dynamite, but doesn't get any use out of the dynamite. Red with a flame sword spawn is able to hit Insano with that. Insano looking to ledge block against Ancient Red, but Red somehow makes his way back up on the stage. Red's taking the fight to Insano now. Insano spawns an anvil right on Red. Red takes a lot of damage there, but doesn't get knocked out. Red's still in this fight. Red looking to take the fight right back to Insano. Insano getting the better of the offensive exchange, at least right there at least. Red hot on Insano's heels. Red looking to take Dr. Insano out of the equation. Dr. Insano attacks Red, slashes him off the stage. Red's able to recover there, but jumps and Dr. Insano spawns a lava block right into Red. Red gets knocked down, up and out to get taken down to 2 stocks. Red recovers, and Red responds. Red recovers, knocks Insano up and out to take Insano down to 2 stocks. Red's looking to take game 2 away from Insano, but Red is sitting at 66% damage. We will see what Insano comes up with here. Insano with a couple of attacks. Red responds with a couple of attacks of his own. Red responds with a block to block Dr. Insano's attack. Red up slashes against Insano, gets it. Red side slashes against Insano, knocks him off the side of the stage. Red decides not to give chase there. Insano spawns a few blocks, and Insano spawns another block. Insano's supply box is all the way up on top of that platform. Red throwing him up to it. Insano almost made a recovery. Insano makes a second recovery, but walks right into a slash by Red to go down to 1 stock. Insano's not scared to return the favor and slashes Ancient Red up and out to take him down to 2 stocks. Insano looking to take game 2 away from Red here. We'll see what happens. Red's going right back on the attack. Red looking to knock Insano out. Insano staying in this fight. Red is hot on Insano's heels. This is the attack there. It's anviled by Insano. Insano slashes Red up and out to take game 2 away from Ancient Red.
Steve wins.
Very good job by Dr. Insano there to take 2 games away from Red. We will see who comes up in game 3. Looks like we're heading back to Town and City for game 3. Insano staying on Steve. Red staying on Pyra and Mithra. Insano getting the better of the offensive exchange early in the game. Insano has to recover. Is off the stage. Insano is able to recover. So is Ancient Red. Ancient Red looking to take the fight to Dr. Insano now. Insano dodges Red at least for a little bit. Insano responds with some attacks of his own. Spawns a dynamite block but doesn't get anything out of that. Red jumps. Insano knocks him up and out. Almost knocks Red out to take him down to 2 stocks. But the anvil there is sure to do it. Red tries to jump slash into Insano, but Insano spawns an anvil, knocks Red up and out to take Red down to 2 stocks. Insano's looking to take game 3 and win this set from Red. Insano with the continued slashes in attack. Red is able to ledge guard and spikes Insano down to take him down to 2 stocks. Ancient Red is sitting at 70% damage though, so he does have to be careful. Insano's capable of turning this game around rather quickly, so Red definitely does have to be careful of that. Insano block spawns, doesn't get anything out of that. Ancient Red with the attacks against Insano, and Ancient Red with the up slash. Insano gets taken up and out to go down to 1 stock. Insano has to figure something out here. Insano looks for an anvil spawn, doesn't get it against Red. Red very wisely dodges out of the way there. Insano slashes Red. Almost takes him up and out, but Red's able to stay in this fight. Red's at 83% damage. Red spawns a flame sword. Red has to recover. Red does. Insano spawns a lava block. No tune avail there. Insano drops an anvil, doesn't hit anything. The anvil just falls harmlessly to the stage. Red goes for the attack, but Insano able to respond. Insano with a heavy attack of his own and almost sends Red flying there. Does send Red flying there as Red jumps right into that slash by Insano. Insano looking to block spawn against Red. And Insano gets the block spawn. Red's unable to recover and Red goes down to one stock. But Insano's at 79% damage. Can Insano stay in this fight? Or will Red take game 3 away from Dr. Insano and avoid the sweep? Red does. Red somehow miraculously stays alive there and is able to take game 3 away from Dr. Insano. Insano will have to win one more match if he plans on winning this set from Red. Red's not going to go away quietly. Game 4 is set to take place at Hollow Bastion. We will see what comes of this exchange. Ancient Red against Insano, match 4. Possibly the last match for Red if he loses. If Red wins, we will be going to game 5. Red looking to get the attack going early, is able to do so thus far. Insano's already at 41%, 47, 57, 65. Insano is able to recover and knock Ancient Red around a bit. Red's just looking to dodge Insano right now any way he can. What a block spawn on the ledge by Insano to prevent Red from recovering. And Red goes down to 2 stocks. Insano is at 82% damage though, so one real good slash from Red could do him in and take him down to 2 stocks. Let's see if that happens. Red spawns his flame sword. Insano's able to dodge. Insano's able to dodge that attack too, but Red's right back on his heels and slashes Insano. What an attack by Red to take Insano down to 2 stocks. They're at 2 stocks even. Red's looking to take game 4 and force a game 5. Insano's not looking to let that happen. Insano tries to spawn an anvil on Red, no to an avail there. Red's at 113% damage, 131 now. Insano continuing with the offensive onslaught against Red there. Spawns 2 blocks. Red has to jump over them, walk into a minecart by Insano, and after he jumps out, Insano's right there to greet him to take Red down to 1 stock. Red's down to his final stock. Insano is still on 2 stocks. Red's just guarding that ledge and trying to hang on for dear life to get a win against Dr. Insano here to force game 5. But Dr. Insano is not going to go away quietly. Red with the up slash is able to knock Dr. Insano up and out. But Dr. Insano is still alive in this match at 138 and 149% damage. Dr. Insano finally goes out to 1 stock. Dr. Insano looking to take the fight right back to Red, is able to do so. Red is actually at 89% health, 89% damage now. Tries to fire a ray gun against Insano, unable to get that. Insano spawns a minecart, hits Red. Red almost gets taken up and out off the side of the stage there. Red's looking to finish the job against Insano. Red misses his recovery as Insano spawns the block. And just like that, your winner of this set is Dr. Insano. Very good job by Insano and very good job by Red to try to come back. Next set on stream will be CPU 1 against Coleslaw. Hello. set to get game one underway against CPU1 and Coleslaw here. Coleslaw going to Shulk. CPU going on his traditional Pac-Man.
3, 2, 1, go! Jump!
Coleslaw with his jump slash to start the game off. CPU taking the fight right to Coleslaw. CPU gets a projectile to spawn. Is able to connect against Coleslaw with it. Oh, CPU looking for his hydrant. His hydrant spawns off the side of the stage. That's not going to do him any good. CPU looks for a grab against Coleslaw, unable to find it. CPU looks to spawn another projectile. Coleslaw with his Buster Slash. What can Coleslaw do with that? And CPU finally able to spawn his hydrant. Coleslaw knocks CPU's hydrant right into him. CPU1 has to make a recovery there and does. CPU1 has to make another recovery as he's off the side of the stage. He's able to do so there. CPU almost gets his own bell thrown into him. Is able to spawn his hydrant. Is able to kick his hydrant right into Coleslaw. But Coleslaw is able to recover. Coleslaw looking to knock CPU's hydrant right into him. But CPU and the Coleslaw playing a little bit of ping pong there with the hydrant. The CPU gets the better of that exchange. But Coleslaw gets the better of the attack and knocks CPU up and out to take him down to 2 stocks in game 1. CPU spawns another hydrant. Throws a projectile into the hydrant. Throws Coleslaw into his projectile. Dives off the side of the stage, has to recover. Coleslaw looking for the down spike. Doesn't get it against CPU. CPU is able to make a full recovery. CPU looking to spawn a projectile. Spawns his hydrant instead. Coleslaw dives off the side of the stage. Coleslaw has to recover. CPU chases him up and out the side of the stage. CPU able to recover. CPU looking to take Coleslaw down to 1 stock. CPU looks for the dive spike, doesn't get it. CPU is able to recover. Coleslaw looking for a slash of his own, looks for the down spike. Doesn't get it against CPU. CPU spawns a hydrant. CPU launches the hydrant right into Coleslaw. Coleslaw sitting at 145% damage. Coleslaw has to be careful. CPU with the up spike to take Coleslaw up and out to take him down to 1 stock. We'll see what CPU has in store for Coleslaw here. CPU taking the fight right back to Coleslaw. Looking to win game 1 here and run away with it. CPU spawns another hydrant. CPU kicks the hydrant. No to an avail. Coleslaw dodges out of the way of the hydrant very wisely. Coleslaw is looking for a projectile, gets it. Throws it. CPU's looking for a projectile and gets it. Hits Coleslaw with it. CPU looking for another projectile there. Misses that one. Coleslaw with a couple of flashes to knock CPU up and out. Trying to prevent CPU from recovering, but CPU does anyway because that's what CPU does. Both of them fight off the stage briefly. CPU gets the better of that exchange and CPU walks away with the game 1 W. Very good job by both of these contestants here in this set. Stage 2 is going to be a Hollow Bastion for game 2 against CPU1 and Coleslaw. Coleslaw stays on Shulk, CPU1 stays on Pac-Man. We'll see if CPU1 can take game 2 away from Coleslaw here. CPU1 spawns a hydrant. The hydrant is in play, folks. We'll see if CPU1's able to knock Coleslaw into it. Does knock Coleslaw into it, but not much happens afterwards. CPU1 continuing with the attacks, looking for a projectile. Doesn't get the projectile. Oh my goodness, what a face-off stage by CPU1 to knock Coleslaw up and out to take Coleslaw down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw with a jump slash doesn't get anything. Coleslaw with his Buster Slash looks to ledge guard against CPU, but CPU is not letting that happen. CPU looking to take the fight right back to Coleslaw. Spawns a hydrant, looks to spawn a projectile. Unable to do so, spawns a belt. Knocks CPU into his hydrant. And CPU gets sent flying to go down to 1 stock. CPU looking to win this thing on 115% damage, but no to an avail. An up slash by Coleslaw takes CPU1 out of the equation and takes him down to 2 stocks. So no perfect stock for CPU to finish this match. He's gonna have to win game. He's looking to win game 2 here. Coleslaw with a little bit of offense of his own. Coleslaw not letting up with the offensive onslaught. Very good job by Coleslaw. Looks for the down spike. The spike CPU1 off the side of the stage. Unable to do so. CPU with a projectile spawn. Coleslaw is finally able to get the better of that offensive exchange. Deflects an attack by CPU and slashes him up and out to take CPU down to 1 stock. CPU does have the damage advantage here, as Coleslaw is at 114% damage. One very good attack from CPU could do Coleslaw in, but CPU is also at 1 stock. Coleslaw looking to even the setup. Coleslaw unable to do so thus far. Blocks a projectile by CPU. CPU is able to recover and attack Coleslaw. It almost knocks him up and out. Coleslaw looking to return the favor. Coleslaw grabs CPU projectile away from him. But once hydrant spawned by CPU does Coleslaw in, and CPU takes game 2. We will go to game 3 where CPU is looking for a sweep. Coleslaw will stay on Choke, and CPU will stay on Pac-Man.
3, 2, 1, go!
Coleslaw with a speed slash here to get the game going. Looking to attack CPU1 and do damage, is able to do so. Switches to his Buster Slash. CPU1 with some offense of his own. CPU1 taking the fight right to Coleslaw. Coleslaw has to come up with some offense here, as Coleslaw is already at 87% damage. Is able to deflect CPU's hydrant back at him. That's a good start for something. CPU1 looks to get the attack going again on Coleslaw, but Coleslaw deflects that attack, comes up with a slash, almost knocks CPU1 out, but Coleslaw's at 109% damage. This hydrant could hurt Coleslaw if it knocks into him, but Coleslaw very wisely counters that hydrant attack and knocks the hydrant into CPU instead. CPU1 goes flying, CPU1 has to make a recovery and does. Coleslaw is at 116% damage, 122, 137 now. Coleslaw with the backslash and comes back with a vengeance. Almost knocks CPU1 up and off the side of the stage. Wow, a reverse hydrant bomb by CPU1 there to take Coleslaw up and out to 2 stocks. Coleslaw looking to return the favor against CPU and take CPU down to 2 stocks. CPU1 looking for a clean sweep. Blocks the projectile by Coleslaw blocks that projectile by CPU. CPU spawns another projectile. It's the strawberry spawn. CPU1 goes down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw is flirting with disaster at 80% damage. We'll see what CPU1's able to make of it. CPU1 grabs his projectile back from Coleslaw as it bounced right off of Coleslaw there. CPU1 gets the projectile attack there, but Coleslaw is able to get back to the stage. Coleslaw slashes CPU1 off the side of the stage. CPU1 recovers. CPU1 makes the ledge grabs. Coleslaw with the ledge spike. CPU1 makes a recovery, at least briefly. Coleslaw slashes CPU1 and takes him up and out to take him down to 1 stock. CPU1 has to make a recovery here as he finds himself off the side of the stage. CPU1 is able to. CPU1 taking the fight right to Coleslaw there. Coleslaw's at 52. Coleslaw's at 55. Coleslaw looking for some offense of his own, unable to find it thus far. CPU run with the attack as the attack continues. It's been all CPU 1, game 3. Oh no, Coleslaw responds with a slash. Almost knocks CPU 1 up and out to take game 3 away from CPU. Will Coleslaw do it? Will there be a game 4? CPU 1 hot on Coleslaw's heels, but Coleslaw is able to get the better of that exchange there. Coleslaw looking for the down spike, doesn't get it. Is able to get that slash and knock CPU up and out to take game 3 away from CPU there. It's a very nice strategy by Coleslaw to come back and win game 3.
Stop the battle. Pac-Man.
This would be game 4 against CPU 1 and Coleslaw.
3, 2, 1, go!
Coleslaw looking to get the offense going early. CPU 1 responds with some offense of his own. CPU 1 only at 6% damage. Coleslaw already at 37. Already at 44. Already at 53. CPU with the continuous offensive onslaught there. Coleslaw is at 69% damage. 84, 95, 112. Since CPU1 finished Coleslaw off to take him down to 2 stocks, CPU1 has to make a recovery back on stage, and CPU1 does just that. Coleslaw following up with a couple of slashes. Damages CPU1 a bit. CPU1 has to go on the offensive there. Defensive there. CPU1 going back on offense, looking for a projectile spawn against Coleslaw. Coleslaw is able to dodge that. Walks right into a swing by CPU. What a play by CPU there, and swings Coleslaw off the stage. Take Coleslaw down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw is looking to return the favor against CPU. Unable to do so. Coleslaw gets back on stage, so does CPU. Coleslaw knocks CPU's hydrant into him. CPU has to get back on stage here, and CPU does. Almost knocks Coleslaw up off the side of the stage there, but Coleslaw able to recover. Coleslaw able to hang on. Up slashes CPU to take him down to 2 stocks. Coleslaw's at 71% damage. CPU looking to take Coleslaw down to 1 stock. Thought about using his hydrant there, but Coleslaw wasn't going to let that happen. Coleslaw slashes CPU1's hydrant and gets that away from him. Hydrant falls harmlessly off the side of the stage. CPU1 taking the fight right back to Coleslaw. Coleslaw was an up slash. CPU1 very wisely dodges out of the way. Is able to block Coleslaw's hydrant attack as Coleslaw tried to slash CPU1's hydrant right back into him. Is able to get Coleslaw down to 1 stock. Can CPU1 win game 4 and take this series? Stay tuned to find out. But Coleslaw is not going to go away quietly though, as Coleslaw flashes CPU1 and take him up and out to go down to 1 stock. This is anybody's fight, folks. CPU1 looking pretty formidable here. Takes Coleslaw up to 81% damage. Coleslaw coming back with the some offense of his own. CPU1 has to dodge Coleslaw there. Able to spike Coleslaw off the side of the stage. Ouch, that's going to leave a mark. CPU1 is your winner of the set, folks. We will see what game is next on stream. Could be CPU 1 against Dr. Insano. It is CPU 1 against Dr. Insano. CPU 1 will take Dr. Insano on in this next set on stream. We'll get that match going for you guys shortly. Get some music going for this stage.
Start the battle.
Alright, CPU 1 against Dr. Insano set to get underway. It'll be interesting if Dr. Insano goes right back to Steve. Who's Dr. Insano gonna choose for this match? A lot of characters to choose from. Oh, Insano has to switch his name first. Insano does decide to lock in on Steve against CPU 1's Pac-Man. We'll see what happens in game 1 of the set. CPU 1 taking the fight to Insano early. CPU 1 knows exactly what he has to do if he wants to beat Insano here. CPU 1 with a projectile spawn gets the projectile. CPU 1 doesn't get that though. Tries to kick Insano into his own block. Is able to do so. Insano takes a decent amount of damage here. Ouch! CPU 1 hits Insano with a hydrant. Insano picks up CPU 1's bell. Doesn't get use out of that. Insano tries to ledge guard against CPU 1. CPU 1's just gonna jump out of Insano's way. Insano's gonna block that projectile by CPU, and Insano's gonna look for an offensive finish here. Insano's able to get the job done against CPU and take CPU 1 down to 2 stocks. CPU 1 looking to get the offense going against Insano now. Insano's not gonna let that happen. CPU 1 already at 63% damage on 2 stocks. CPU 1 has to take the fight to Insano. Throws Insano off the side of the stage. Can't get the hydrant going in time. Finds the hydrant. Is unable to get the attack going. Insano with the up attacks and a lava block to knock CPU 1 up and out to take CPU 1 down to 1 stock. Game 1 looks to be going to Dr. Insano unless CPU 1 can come up with some sort of strategy here. Ouch! Insano spawns a anvil right into CPU 1, almost knocks him out there. Insano with a lava slash gets that. CPU 1 dies. He's right back into a lava slash by Dr. Insano, and Insano takes game 1 away from CPU.
Start the battle. Steve Pac-Man.
Here we go with game 2 against Insano and CPU 1. Insano gets the offense going early again with the block spawns. Up attack CPU 1. CPU 1 looking absolutely lost here. CPU 1 spawns a hydrant. Tries to get some use out of it. Dr. Insano looking to ledge block spawn against CPU 1. CPU 1 kicks those blocks out of the way. Works his way back onto the stage. What a recovery by CPU1 there. CPU1 looking for some offense. CPU1's able to get it. CPU1 throws a projectile into the dynamite. Jumps over the dynamite. Is able to stay up long enough to dodge that dynamite blow or destruction. Wow. Insano tried to use CPU1's own hydrant against him. That didn't work too well there. Insano tries to headbutt CPU1. Eats a minion for his efforts. Goes down to 2 stocks against CPU1. Insano looking to gain the offensive advantage again. Takes CPU1 into his blocks. CPU1 takes a bounce and CPU1 goes down to 2 stocks. That's gonna leave a mark in the morning. Insano looking to spawn a diamond weapon, but has to get it first. CPU1 spawns a hydrant right next to Insano's supply block. Insano spawns a minecart, doesn't get anything out of that. CPU1 looks to continue the offensive onslaught, has to get past Insano's blocks. Insano's on silver, can he get to diamond? Insano had CPU1's bell there, but that didn't come to any use. Insano has a diamond weapon now, looking to take the fight to CPU. CPU1 has to recover on stage. CPU does. CPU1 dodges that minecart, kicks Insano into his own block. Insano almost gets sent flying there. Insano with a down spike. Insano with a block spawn. That block just saved CPU's life. But Insano with a lava block there that CPU just jumped right into. CPU almost gets taken out. CPU is able to recover. CPU's in a minecart. CPU eats a slash by Insano. Insano recovers. CPU's down to 1 stock. Dr. Insano looking to take game 2 away from CPU. We'll see what happens here. CPU throws Insano into the block. CPU1 gets the better of that offensive onslaught. Takes Insano down to 1 stock. Insano's going mining again. Insano looking for his diamond weapon. CPU1's not going to let him get it that easily though. But Insano's able to get the offense going back against CPU1. CPU1's just looking to dodge the attack from Insano right now. Is able to do so thus far. CPU1 hot on Insano's heels. CPU1 spawns a hydrant. Nothing much to do there. Dr. Insano tries to ride a minecart into CPU1. CPU1's able to get use out of that hydrant. Insano has to make a recovery, and Insano does. CPU1 looking to continue the attacks. Insano spawns an anvil. CPU1 dodges. CPU1 dodges another minecart by Insano there. Insano looking for a slash, misses it. CPU1 looking for a bell spawn, but that anvil is going to send CPU1 flying, and Dr. Insano is going to quit game 2.
Stop battle. Enderman.
What a game from both of these players. Uh-oh.
2, 1.
Insano goes Enderman for game 3. Insano looking to end the series. Insano with the minecart spawn, but CPU1 dodges that. CPU1 looking to stay alive and take game 3 away from Insano and avoid a sweep. CPU1 spawns a hydrant, kicks the hydrant into Insano, but nobody home for that hydrant. Insano tries to spawn a minecart into CPU1, but CPU1 jumps out of the way of that. CPU1 using Insano's blocks against him, but now Insano doing the same against CPU1. Insano's blocks may have just saved him from eating a hydrant there. CPU1's going to get chased to Insano. Takes Insano up off the side of the stage there, at least briefly. Unable to knock Insano out though, so Insano is still very much alive in this match. Insano going mining. CPU1 spawns a hydrant. Nothing to do there. CPU1 spawns another hydrant right on top of Insano. Insano gets the better of that offensive exchange. Launches a lava block and gets CPU1 to fall into it, and CPU1 goes flying to go down to 2 stocks. Insano is still at 3 stocks at 145 damage. We'll see what CPU1's able to come up with if CPU1 can take him down to two stocks here. Insano's doing something in that corner. CPU1 taking the fight right to Insano, knocks his blocks out the way, goes for a projectile, doesn't get that though. Insano with more block spawn, CPU just eats through the blocks. Insano's just looking to build blocks and try to figure out an offensive strategy against CPU1 there. Blocks backwards into a strong attack by CPU1. Insano goes down to 2 stocks. Insano going back mining for something again. Something. CPU1 spawns a hydrant right into Insano. CPU1 throws a projectile into Insano. That does some damage against Insano. Insano's down at 2 stocks, but has the damage advantage. Launches CPU1's hydrant out the way. CPU1 tries to throw a projectile into Insano. Insano is able to block that, but CPU with a down smash almost knocks Insano up and out, but Insano responds. CPU1 with a projectile throw against Insano. Insano responds to that too. Insano still going mining. Insano finally finds his diamond sword. CPU1 looks for a projectile there, but doesn't get Insano with it. Insano slashes CPU1 up and out to take him down to 1 stock. Insano on the verge of winning this match and this set. CPU1 looking to take the fight right back to Dr. Insano. We'll see what happens here. Insano rides a minecart into CPU1. CPU1's off the stage. CPU1 has to make a recovery. CPU1 does. Oh my goodness. What a recovery by CPU1. Insano spawned blocks all over that side of the stage to prevent CPU1 from making a recovery. But being the formidable player CPU1 is, CPU1 does so anyway. CPU1 with a projectile spawn, with a down spike projectile spawn. With a down kick, Steve goes down to 1 stock. Insano's in trouble. Insano may just lose game 3 against CPU1, and CPU1 may still be in this battle. Insano block spawns. Insano block spawns some more. Insano's just looking to get another diamond weapon. Insano spawns an anvil right on top of CPU1's hydrant. CPU1 almost gets taken out by his own hydrant there. That would have sucked. CPU1 spawns another hydrant. He's unable to get any use out of it thus far. We'll see if he can kick that into Insano here. Insano destroys his blocks. Flies a minecart into CPU1. No turn avail there. CPU1 throws a projectile into Insano. Bounces off the block. Ends up hitting Insano anyway. CPU1 looks to block spawn. Insano looked to block spawn against CPU1. Is finally able to get that block spawn and take CPU1 up and out to win game 3 just like that. Don't go away, folks, because next on stage is Dax FZ against Dr. Insano. Dax FZ had Insano's number last week. We'll see if it's more of the same here.
Start battle. Steve. Whoa.
Alright, match 1 is underway against Dr. Insano and Dax. Insano with the attack early, Dax following up with the offense of his own. Insano spawns a dynamite. Dax is going to have to walk out of the way of that. Dax blasts Insano's TNT. Almost sends it right into Insano. That would have been a nutty play by Dax there. Dax destroys Insano's supply box. No diamond weapon for Insano, but Insano spawns another one. No worries there. Insano spawns his supply box right next to him, probably for the better. But Dax is going to gain the upper hand here and take the fight straight to Insano. Insano's at 108% damage here. Insano has to spawn another supply box. Dax just eating right through Insano's block. Insano spawns a minecart. Insano spawns an anvil. Nothing to do there against Dax. Dax stays alive. Insano has a diamond weapon now, I believe. Nope, he still doesn't have diamond. Yeah, he can go get diamond though, but Dax FZ swipes his box away from him. Dax FZ blocks his anvil, knocks Insano up and out to take Insano down to 2 stocks. Insano is able to spawn diamond weapon. Insano finally gets his diamond weapon, continuing to go mining and continuing to block build against Dax. Flashes a block into Dax. Dax is able to recover though. Dax isn't able to recover from that one though. Dax FZ gets taken up and out to go down to 2 stocks. This is 2 stocks in one's match. Will it be Dax FZ or will it be Dr. Insano? Dr. Insano still going mining. Dr. Insano block smashes against Dax FZ and sends FZ flying. FZ could get taken down to 1 stock here. Dax is still very much in this fight. Insano looking for the grab. Insano gets the grab. Insano throws Dax FZ off the side. Insano rides his minecart, comes back and slashes Dax FZ to take him up and out to take FZ down to 1 stock. Can Insano finish the job against Dax here? What a kick by Dax! Dax picks Insano's box and destroys it. Dax with some ray gun strikes. Dax unable to find any of those. Dax with the up kick almost knocks Insano up and out to take him down to 1 stock. Dax makes Insano ricochet off of his own block. Insano takes a dive. Insano unable to recover. Insano gets taken down to 1 stock. Dax FZ still staying alive here. Ouch, that's gonna spell game for Dax. As Insano spawns 2 blocks, that doesn't allow Dax to make a recovery. And Insano able to take game 1 away from Dax. Dax is gonna have to come up with some sort of strategy against Dr. Insano's Steve here. We'll see if Insano's able to do so.
2, 1, go!
Here's the game 2. FC looking to start off with the offense early. But Insano spawns an anvil. Insano continue the offensive onslaught on Dax. Dax looking to dodge Insano right now, doing a good job of it. And Dax looking for some offense of his own, unable to find any as of yet. Dax is taking an insane amount of damage, able to dodge Insano's lava block there. Insano looking to finish Dax off and take him down to 2 stocks. Dax is still alive at 116% damage. A block hit from Dax doesn't do the job, but a lava slash from Insano does against Dax. Insano is still at a perfect 3 stocks, but at 95% damage. One attack from Dax could send Insano flying and take him down to 2 stocks. Insano gets kicked into his own block, almost gets sent flying by Dax there. But Insano is able to make a recovery. Dax FC looking to go right back on the offense. Insano with a minecart spawn. Insano with a heavy attack there. Insano with a lava slash to take Dax FC up and out to take him down to 1 stock. Insano looking to take game 2 away from Dax. Dax is able to recover, so is Insano. Both of them at center stage. Dax FC gets knocks Insano up and out to take Insano down to 2 stocks. Finally, Dax FC still teetering on 1 stock though, so Dax does have to be careful and work a strategy against Dr. Insano here. We'll see what's able to come of it. Insano is able to finally get his diamond weapon he was looking for earlier. We'll see if he puts that to any good use against Dax. Insano was looking for a slash there, but eats a kick from Dax for his efforts. Insano with a minecart spawn right into Dax. Insano with the up slash right into Dax takes Dax up and out to take game 2 away from Dax. What a pleasant surprise. This set has been Dr. Insano through 2 matches. We will stay on small battlefield for match number 3 against Insano and Dax. Both of them going right back to their respective characters. Dax stays on Wolf. And Insano will go back to Steve. Wow, it's going to be Dax who gets the better of this offensive exchange in game 3. Dax kicks Insano into a supply block. Insano stays alive there. Insano's at 59% damage. Dax, ouch! That has to hurt Insano. Insano gets blown up by his own dynamite block that Dax FC kicked him into. Insano spawns a minecart, sends Dax FC for a ride, but Dax is able to get out in time, doesn't go off the side of the stage. Dax jumps out of that minecart, but Insano going right back on the attack. Looks for the lava slash, doesn't get the lava slash. Ouch. Insano eats a side swipe from Dax there, but is able to recover and spawns an anvil right onto Dax to take him down to 2 stocks. Dax is looking to take Insano down to 2 stocks, but has to find a way to slow down the offensive onslaught from Insano first. Hasn't able to figure that part out yet through 2 games. This could be the last game for Dax if he doesn't win here against Insano. Insano with a headbutt. What a recovery and a side slash from Dax there. Almost wipes Insano out to take him down to 2 stocks. Dax FC with a heavy kick. Insano's able to get back on stage. Insano looking for the anvil spawn. Insano doesn't get it. Insano fish hooks Dax. Throws him, but Dax recovers. Insano is able to slash him and knock him up and out to send him into oblivion to go down to 1 stock. Insano looking to take the set away from Dax. Will Insano do it? Dax just holding on for dear life. Grabs Insano, throws and kicks him off the opposite end of the stage. Wow! Insano slide headbutted right into a kick from Dax. Insano gets taken down to 2 stocks. Dax is sitting on 1 stock. Very dangerous territory for Dax here. Will Insano finish the job? Insano has a diamond weapon. Insano has 2 blocks spawn. 3 blocks spawn. Insano's going to look to use that against Dax. Dax is just looking to stay alive here. He's sitting at 123% damage. Don't know if he can though. And Vinceno keeps his onslaught up. And he's not going to be able to. Congratulations. The winner for this one is Dr. Insano on Steve. See? Dr. Insano's a pretty incredible Steve player. Gonna have to be on your absolute A game to take Dr. Insano off of his Steve game. And I do believe that was the last match of the evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's Smash Masters number 66. We will see you next week for Smash Masters number 67. Again, I'm your host, Mudkip, and this is good night, everyone.